dalubhasa, I think, sa cultural conservation. So yung seminar, it includes a history of China, which also includes an understanding of the area. Matagal ko na pong napag-aralan yon. So medyo, yung iba doon, ulit na. Pero ang bago ay yung short form, yung pagturo nila ng short form type of video, which is a technical, parang technical na seminar yon, na tinuturuan kung paano gumamit ng ibang mga platforms at yung pagturo ng appreciation ng short form. Ang short form po, yun po yung mga reels, yung mga TikTok, at saka yung 1-minute videos ng YouTube.
Okay. At I'm sure yung na-gain ninyo at napakinabangan po ninyong additional knowledge is the same with those of those other participants in the seminar. Am I true to understand that, Mr. Lopez? Am I correct to understand that?
Mr. Chair, yung akin pong takeaway dun po sa seminar na yun is that it's just an appreciation po of how China media works.
Okay. And from the other participants in today's hearing, were there other individuals there? Kayo po. Okay. Hindi ko po kasi kayo nakilala sa litrato. Sino po kayo? Have you taken your oath?
No, sir, because I was not part of the list that you called, and I did not get an invitation personally. But I came here because I was issued a show cause order for the past hearing that I could not attend because I was in Davao City, in Tagum City, and I came here just to submit that and be with my partner. My partner is Attorney Trixie Cruz Angeles. We are Luminous, the Facebook page and the YouTube page.
So you mentioned that you're partners?
Law partners, and also on the blog, sir, on the Facebook and YouTube page.
So abogado po kayo?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kayo po ay nandun din po sa seminar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ano pong pangalan nila?
Ahmed Paglinawan.
Okay. Thank you very much. So anyway, that's all I have to ask, Mr. Chair. No? So thank you very much. At least inamin po ng ating resource persons na nakinabang po sila doon sa state-sponsored seminar. Mas naintindihan nila yung paggamit ng mga reels, ng mga threads, ng mga short videos. Ang pakiusap ko lang, sana itong dagdag kakayahan na naibahagi po nila sa inyo ay magamit nyo po para sa kapakinabangan ng bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat. No?
Thank you. The next interpolator will be Representative Sia Jong. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Mr. Chair, I'd just like to know, are we still joined by NBI? Is NBI here? NBI? Thank you. Mr. Chair, I just want to know the current state of our laws regulating the spread of fake news, because there have been a lot of discussions earlier regarding the fake news and misinformation and disinformation. I just want to know what are the laws that have been implemented insofar as countering the proliferation of malinformation, disinformation, and if there are gaps within, there are gaps in the implementation of our laws, or if there be sort of short-handed pagdating doon sa pag-implementa ng batas, or if there's really a need to probably, Mr. Chair, to introduce some measures so that we can close the gaps. I'm sure, and based on the previous hearings, Mr. Chair, I understand that medyo this is a new frontier. I think this is a new area of concern, itong online. There has to be some sort of an additional measures or mechanism to regulate, anything, or regulate the social media. Mukhang yun ang hindi pa natin nabubigyan ng pansin. So gusto ko lang po malaman from the NBI. Partially, these questions have already been answered or been asked, I think, last hearing to the NBI, but just want to go back to some few salient features that we want to find out from NBI on how they deal with misinformation, disinformation. So, gusto ko lang po matanong, when it comes to investigating cyber crimes, is NBI the lead agency, or do you have other agencies involved in that?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I am Special Investigator Anthony Alfred Vita from the Technical Intelligence Division of the NBI. My chief, Sir Attorney Raimundo, had to go to the Supreme Court for another engagement. Aside from the NBI, sir, the PNP, we also coordinate with the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group and also the DICT and the NTC.
So which agency is the lead agency when it comes to investigating cyber crimes, filing for the necessary charges? Is it the NBI? Halimbawa, kung ako'y biktima ako ng isang fake news, no? Kung magpapa-investigate ako, magpa-file ako, sa NBI ba ako pupunta or pwede ako pumunta sa ibang agencies?
Yes,
NBI lang ba may primary mandate to investigate?
Mr. Chair, you can also go to complainants can also go to the Philippine National Police. With the NBI, they can file their complaint with our cybercrime division.
So when it comes to investigation, it's the NBI. The NBI is the lead agency, no? Am I correct?
We have. It is one of our primary jurisdictions, Mr. Chair. Our director is the vice chair also of the CICC.
When it involves cybercrime bites, information that is proliferated online, I'm asking if is NBI the lead agency kasi para po klaro na hindi gusto ko lang po malaman walang overlapping of mandates dito ng may agency. That's why I'm asking you straight a question. Is the NBI the lead agency when it comes to investigating cyber crimes?
We coordinate with the ACG, okay. Sir. Yes.
Okay, sige. So, yung sabi kasi ni Director Husilos yung CICC, is it CICC still under the DICT or NBI?
It's under the DICT.
Under the
Mr.
DICT.
Chair.
So is it a DICT? Is this a council that you do regularly meet? Or do you also do some investigative work?
Mr. Chair,
or do you delegate the investigation to NBI?
With regards po to CICC, nagkakandak po sila ng regular meeting.
So you don't do investigative work. It's more of a council. You coordinate and you come up with policies, di ba?
Yes po, sa part po ng CICC. Now, what we do po sa CICC ngayon is they accept yung mga complaint po nung
I know, but yeah. So sino po talaga yung nag-i-investigate? That's why I'm asking first that basic question. Sinong nag-i-investigate among all these agencies involved in the issue of cybercrime? Who actually is the lead agency to investigate?
For now po kasi ganito ang nagiging situations. CICC accept complaints about cybercrime. Then, ang ginagawa po nila, they collect all the informations pertaining po doon sa complaint. And then, ini-endorse po nila sa PNP ECG.
Ano po?
PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group po. Doon nila ini-endorse. There are some cases naman po, ini-endorse din doon sa NBI.
Okay, sige. So ibig sabihin, agencies can be investigated, or a case can be investigated simultaneously by different agencies?
Parang ganun po. There are cases po na dinidiretso na sa PNP or sa NBI.
Okay.
May cases naman po na dinadaan din sa CICC.
Okay. Sige. Okay. So, gusto ko lang balikan kung NBI, if I may, Mr. Chair. Ano po yung mga karaniwang mga iniimbestigan nyo covering cybercrime? Included ba ito yung mga fake news or misinformation na sinasabi? Is it itong mga fake news na pinag-uusapan natin, can they already be considered as a cybercrime? or unless there's really a charges filed.